everybody, welcome back to another video, the T on MPD and relationships. Hello, y'all, everyone. To all of my new subscribers and new family members, hello. Hi, welcome y'all. And to my tribe and family at large, listen, welcome back. Thank you all so much for coming back and watching another video. Fam, listen, y'all know I'm always plugging our weekly live stream. Make sure if you're on the YouTube and the Facebook platforms that you of course, make sure you have your notification bells on, okay? So you can be notified when we go live, also when we drop a video. Sometimes the times may change. I may switch it to another day, but you'll get all of the notifications on whatever I'm posting on those two platforms, okay? For the live streams, it's usually around the 6 o'clock hour. This season, we're on Fridays right now, and 6:30 hour. So please, y'all, join us. This is where we get into the spiritual side of things. We start to explore what really happened, not just from a cognitive angle, but being able to see it from a spiritual side, because that is the side that really needs to be healed, is your soul. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all meet us there. Y'all know every time I drop a video on the channel, excuse me, I'm always asking y'all, please help your sister out with that like button. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me, please. The goal of the day is 2.1K plus on the likes. Y'all know if you rocks with your girl. Come on, y'all hit that like button, hit that like button. Y'all singing with me? All right. One time, two time, every time for your girl. Y'all hit that like button for me, okay? Please. Thank you. Thank you. It's free. Thank you. All right. And also, too, pick up your copy of Seduced by Satan, my first book collaborative. Listen, you will thank me later. Okay, you talking about a jaw dropper, a pearl clencher. Clutch my pearls. Okay, y'all, this narcissist, and it's based on a true story, up in this book, going ham, egg, and cheese on his supply. Okay, for real. If y'all want to see how they get down in a real life setting, this is based on a true story. This is your book to read. I'm telling you, it is something else. It really is. People have been writing saying, you know what? I picked up the book, started reading. It was a page turner. Couldn't put it down. Get your copy today. The link is pinned in the description below. All right, let's jump into the topic of this video. Let's get right to it. I want to give some groundbreaking information on how a narcissist, the secret to how a narcissist siphons and drains your energy, and you don't ever know until it's too late. There are so many things that a narcissist is doing to you. And see, you'll never understand this unless you understand the spiritual side or the soulish side to what's happening to you during these addictionships, because they're not relationships. How can you relate to crazy? How can you relate to insanity? You know, unless you're insane yourself. Okay. So a lot of people complain, like, I don't know what it was with the narcissist. I was just always feeling so drained. And I'm going to also share with you all the manifestations of what happens when these people are draining you like that. I'm going to share that with y'all too. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of that. See, we talk about these things in depth on the live streams, but I'm going to give y'all a condensed version of it. Okay. So, because a lot of times people don't understand what's going on. They don't realize what's happening to them until it's over. And it's like, I just can't believe how I feel. First of all, let me just say this. Whenever you begin to encounter darkness, okay, this is first thing. Whenever you begin to encounter darkness and you are a person of light and energy, if you don't have spiritual authority over, this is why I tell y'all, you got to get back to Jesus. Okay. If you can't usurp your authority over that spirit of darkness that the narcissist is carrying, which most of us, we couldn't, because the narcissist pulled us away from our spiritual ground, and we allowed them to do that. What's going to happen is that darkness is now going to move into the higher position of authority over your life too. It's already an authority over the narcissist's life, but now it's going to usurp authority over you, and it's going to begin to pull on you. You get what I'm saying? And so what happens is, and how you know, you just start to feel different. You just like, I don't know why I'm so tired. I just feel like I just want to sleep. Y'all, when I was with the narcissist, let me tell y'all something. I would post up. Listen. I'd lean up against a tree and go to sleep. I was always so, especially with narcissist number one, I was always so tired and so sleepy and just no energy. Because when you are connecting with that darkness siphons the energy out of you. Because you got to realize, when you are children of light, if you don't possess the spiritual authority to put that spirit of darkness in place, they gonna take authority over you. Okay, that's how it works in the realm of the spirit. So you begin to feel tired. Then when you begin to feel tired, you can't and then you start eating poorly. Because you're so tired, you don't want to get up and cook. You don't want to make fresh vegetables. You don't want to, you just gonna go by somewhere, get you something to eat, go home. The next thing you want to do is get to a shower and the bed. And sometimes you didn't even make it to the shower. You know what I'm saying? It's because of that pull. Okay. Now, darkness is going to siphon, because that's what the narcissist is coming with. So how they siphon your energy is the emotion. Okay, watch this. The emotion that you're emitting, you're giving them through this process. How are they doing that? Through control chaos. All the while this darkness is looming in your life with your connection with the narcissist, they create situations of control chaos. What does that look like? Senseless arguments, word salad arguments, going round and round and round in an argument that never ends, because they're doing word salad, circular conversations that never amount to anything. And then the emotion and the anger and the confusion that you're emitting during those situations, the narcissist is using that as their supply. Okay, this is what's happening. They're using that as their supply. So the reason that you feel so drained is because you can't figure out what's happening and why. And the narcissists all the time, they're changing subtly. They're going from this nice, cool person to now they're going to this sarcastic, mean person that's, taking digs, and how they say shots fired. They're like, this is just what they're doing the entire time. And they're slowly changing into this person, and you see it happening, but the energy level that you have is so low to deal with it, because they're getting you mentally through the control chaos. They're getting you emotionally through all of the arguments and all of the circular conversations and the nonsense and all of these. And another thing, narcissists love to do things to cause you to overthink. That's another thing that's draining your energy. Not to mention, they like to wake you up in the middle of the night, start stupid arguments, keep you up all night, so you can't get your proper rest. You go to work performing less than. A lot of times you've had to even take off from work sick. You don't know what's going on in your body, because you're just like, I don't know why I feel like this. But the narcissist, it's all because they're in your life. Yes, these are the secrets. People don't understand. How are they able to do that? You don't realize any of this is happening until they're gone. When they're gone and you start to heal from what you've gone through, that's when you realize this clown was, he was the problem, or she was the problem. Yeah. You had a whole demon. Yes. These clowns are crazy. But what ends up happening in the aftermath of it all, whenever you're going through this, you start calling out for work. You can't get to work on time. You're sick. Now your back is hurting. You're having gastric problems because your nerves is toe up. They like to do stuff to make you overthink. They like to triangulate you. All of these things are done to pull on your emotions, because they need that emotional reaction. That's their energy source. Okay, so they're siphoning your energy and at the same time making you emotionally react to things. This is what makes you so tired and drained. When you got a person doing all of this to you at one time and you don't have a clue what's going on, baby, it's a wonder if some of us ain't in a mental institution, because it's so much. Your body and your spirit is going through, and your soul is going through so much. during those moments and those times, and you can't put your finger on what's happening. That's why. These are the secrets right here. You will never I'm gonna tell you something. You will never learn this in a therapy session. I can promise you that. You gotta understand what's happening to you soulishly and spiritually as to how these clowns are able to pull so much from you and you don't even know it. How are they able to do that? That's crazy. That's how they're able to do it. I just explained it to you. This is how they're able to do it. This is why I tell you all, it's not just enough for you to get therapy. Cognitive therapy, I believe in it. I went through it myself. But baby, when you have a person that is literally trying to siphon your soul out of you, the only way you're going to be able to reclaim it and get your energy, get your whole life back is you got to heal that soul. That soul has to be healed. Because nothing about your cognitive abilities is going to be able to fix your spiritual experience nor your spirit man. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta take authority over that darkness and get it out of your life. But this is how narcissists are able to drain you and siphon your energy, and you don't know it until it's too late. All of these things have happened to you. You know, some of y'all lost businesses. Some of y'all lost jobs. Some of y'all lost investments. All kinds of things dealing with this low-hanging fruit, okay? Dealing with these people that are bottom feeders. That's what happens. So I wanted to put this information out here and try to condense it because I've heard people talk about how they just couldn't understand how they felt so bad with the narcissist. And even worse than, when they were being disrespectful, that was one thing, but the energy and the way that they felt was something totally different. So family, listen, I hope this helps y'all. And please pass it on to some more people that can also use this information. And y'all be real good to yourselves, okay? And I love you all. I will see you all on the next video. And I will see you all healed and whole at the top. Shalom, family. Peace.